questions.
Ellis, how's Shaq doing? Is it going to be out this
No, he won't play anymore this year, I don't think. He can play again, but he's not going to be full speed. He wasn't full speed against Auburn. He pulled a little bit in that game, and he did a good job. He's smarter than the rest of them. He was in position, made a lot of plays, but there were a lot of plays he couldn't make, and he knows it, and I think he's frustrated. I really don't think if it even took 2 or 3 more weeks to get it well, it'd be worth the problem, because it's going to flare right back up. So he's going to have to get off that thing medical.
So pretty much you're just going to shut him down for the season?
Yeah, we don't have any choice.
Devontae, is he back? Did he go today?
Yeah, he had the slight concussion. I think they held him till Wednesday.
Okay.
I think he practiced yesterday, maybe with yellow shirt. But he's had 2 really good days of practice and be fine. Just we're just very thin back there. Right now, he's got a good week of practice. He's ready to go.
DJ's still ahead of Akeem.
Yeah.
Have you noticed any difference in attitude, player-wise, because of all the stuff surrounding this game and the game day stuff? I mean, is it still just business as usual, like a normal team preparation?
I don't know. I hadn't really noticed anything on the practice field. It's sort of, I guess, what you said. It's more business as usual. This group's not old enough and accomplished enough, I don't think, to get into all that. I think what they're just trying to do is go about their work day to day and get ready to go. And I really hadn't seen any difference in them.
Is it different for you playing Alabama, given your history with the school?
Well, it's nothing I do any differently. I always enjoy playing them because having been there for 8 years, I know the tremendous accomplishments they've had over the years and the great tradition, and take a lot of pride. It's always fun to compete against the best. I mean, I don't know anybody that wants to go into anything and go find the worst person in the game and compete against them. If you show me somebody like that, I'll show you a real loser. So it's just it's a challenge and an opportunity, and just exciting, and it's fun. I hope that's where our players look at it, because that's where I always look at playing Alabama's, Florida's, Georgia's, and all the teams that have had good tradition over the years. That's the ones you want to compete against.
Ellis, what do you think is the key to playing good red zone defense? I think both of your teams do that pretty well.
Well, I don't know. We spend a lot of time down there, so I think our players are comfortable when we get down there. They feel confident in what we're doing. We probably spend as much time in the red zone practicing rather than being. It's all past skeleton, most of it is, but at least it gives us a lot of comfort in knowing what our assignments are. And then one thing I'll say about this bunch, I hadn't been very pleased with them overall as far as the consistency of play and some of the missed assignments, the fundamentals of tackling and some of that kind of thing. It's just been really very disappointing. But their effort and their competitiveness and their poise, in tight situations such as red zone, they've really been a bunch of fighters. So I've been really pleased with that. And that's one of the things we have done pretty well this year.
Just going back to that game last year, you give up all the yardage to Ingram, but still held him off the board for the most part. I mean, is that just kind of important to some games, even when
it was kind of strange. When that touchdown he scored in the last quarter, that's 16 quarters without Alabama's offense scoring a touchdown on my defense. It's just been kind of weird. But there have been games where we hadn't really stopped it. We just held on at the end and got them out of the end zone. But the thing that hurt us last year was the short yardage. We give up a 58-yard run on a short yardage blitz. And then 2 other times, I don't think the other was a short yardage, but 2 other times we let it explode out of there. One time it was 28, another was right at 30. And that's where that yardage piles up. He's going to get his 7 and 8s. And you can be in the right place. You're going to get those 7, 8s, and 10s. It's when you let him blow out of there for 35 and 50. That's what kills him. One time it caught us in a little bit of pass pressure defense and trying to get to that quarterback and make him give us a chance. And they blocked it very well. He hit a crease. The other time was short yardage. We're going to have to hold those down to a minimum or we don't have a chance.
I know it's not your side, but I mean, have you seen this week what they do well to keep teams out of the end zone? Just what their scheme provides?
They're a whole lot better than we are from letting them down there. That's one thing. But I think they do have good red zone stats also. And they're just so physical. They're deep. I haven't seen anything scheme-wise. Coach Spurrier wanted to go extra 5 or 10 minutes of red zone scale today on the schedule because he said we run some of the same things they run, and he wanted to get a look at it. So I don't know. I've never had the opportunity or the pleasure to visit with Nick about football. I've talked to a lot of people who coach for him. I don't know what they do X's and O's. They're just good football players and they're well coached.
So's chance something in that club thing right now.
Yeah, he's playing full speed. It's like Lottie had that in the first 3 weeks. It's going to limit him. I don't know that we'll use it on anything but third down. Trying to have to get some pass rush out of it. It's very hard for a defensive lineman to play with one of those things if they can't use their hands and and get them on people. It's not a real serious injury, but it'll keep him from playing with both hands for a while. And we hope maybe like 2 or 3 weeks he'll be back to normal.
What did he do?
He broke the exact same bone that Lottie broke. But Lottie also tore a tendon in there, so we're hoping Chaz's won't be nearly as long coming back.
Is DJ going to start over Akeem at free safety?
Yes. Yes, had a pretty good week of practice. The problem with DJ, we've had to work him at free safety, and we had to move him back to boundary safety when Devontae wasn't allowed to practice. And he's also playing the dime linebacker in our third down package. And he's gotten a little overwhelmed. And, he's made some mistakes out here this week that's really got to get cleaned up. So I think what we're going to have to do is him playing boundary safety is going to have to be an emergency. We're going to have to keep him at free and dime linebacker. And he's doing the best job in that technique-wise at dime, but he's having a hard time learning it and learning those other 2 positions.
Talk about the challenges that Ingram and Richardson bring both individually and as a combination.
Well, I mean, I think it's, probably everybody that has that answer that's watched any football this year. They're 2 big, strong, physical, and very, they got very good speed. They're not the fastest backs we'll play, but they got great speed. They both get to top end real quick. So although they may not be the fastest guys we'll play against, at 15 to 20 yards, their burst is just as fast as anybody's, if not more so. The other thing, anytime you talk about having 2 backs like that, they're always fresh. They rotate them. Neither one of them has a weakness in pass blocking. You don't have to take them off the field for any reason. They can both catch the ball. They can both run with the football, and they both block very well. It's just very difficult. And when you've got a kid that good, and each one of those kids in their talent level, and they can come in and help each other out and keep each other fresh, I tell you, it gets tough, especially behind that offensive line.
What have you learned through the first part of the season that you can apply to this week?
Well, I really don't know. I don't know to answer that question specifically and applying it to this week. What I've learned about our players is that we've given great effort, but I've been very disappointed and concerned. I don't think we've played with a lot of consistency, and each week we've had more than enough missed assignments. Whereas we returned a lot of players that played some football last year, I don't think we've had the leadership, the focus on the little things. I don't think fundamentally we play well all the time, and I don't think we tackle well all the time. And I think most of that is just it's a part of discipline. And I've still got question marks about this defense and this group of young men and how much they can do consistently the right way. Fundamentals, technique, assignment. We keep week in and week out, we come out, and we don't have that consistency. The things that they have had, they've played physical, they've tried to play physical, and they play with great effort. We've played with good poise. We've had some times where it's been easy to panic and they hang in there and try to keep people out of the end zone and come up with a play here or there. But it's kind of like a bunch of young players that are trying to play beyond themselves. We just don't play with good, consistent fundamentals, and that is a formula for disaster against Alabama because one thing they're really good fundamentally.